I just wanted to say thank you to anyone that's watched my Florida Civic Literacy exam videos. And if you haven't taken this test yet, I want you to comment down below when you plan on taking this test. Whether it's a week from now, 2 weeks from now, or even a month from now, comment down below. The first study tool I used to practice for this test were physical flashcards. I got a stack of flashcards from Staples, and this whole stack costs $6.99. If you have 3 friends, each of you can chip in $2 to $3 and split this stack 3 ways. Now, when you're studying, I want you to think of this stack of cards as knowledge. And the more knowledge you retain, the more money you make. So you want to make good flashcards and study as hard as possible. In addition to that, I also use notepads. I always made sure I had something to write on. Now, all of these notepads are not filled with information, but I always made sure I had something around me to write down. This way, at the end of the night, I would look at questions I didn't quite understand, and I would look at it every night or every other day so I would retain that information. Now, when I made my first video, I didn't even pass the test. It was the comments in my video that hyped me up to go back and actually pass it. So that's why I'm making these videos to help people so they don't have to take it 2 times. The second time I took this test, it cost $18, and the guy that took my ID, he reminded me that I didn't pass the first time, and that really fired me up to pass it the second time. I definitely overstudied just to make sure that I passed it because I knew I'd be crushed if I didn't pass it that second time. Now, if you are working full-time and going to school, always be studying. That means any free time you have to study. If you're driving home from work or to work, make sure to turn on that YouTube video through this app called Musi. You can listen to the notes while you're driving to work, and it does work. And if you're at work as a cashier, write down questions on the back of a receipt, and you can just flip it over so that way you can also study a little bit while you're at work. And if you're in a toxic job with a lot of haters, use that as fuel and motivation to study as hard as possible so that you can get a better job where you're valued and you make more money. But you definitely have to invest in you. Before anybody else invests in you, you have to value yourself and invest in yourself. Now, another app that I used, I think it's called Liberate, but I don't know what the name of the app is. I'll put it in this video or down below. But I use the app to block out certain websites that waste my time. You'd be surprised how much time you actually have if you're not scrolling or just going through your phone looking at nonsense. For one week to 2 weeks, you want to block out anything that does nothing to help you with this test. All you have to do is pass it. That's it. It's really just pass or fail one time. That's it. And it also really benefits you because you want to know American laws, and when they try to do something to you, if you know the laws, you can get yourself out of a lot of trouble. You can save yourself a lot of trouble if you're educated and know the laws and rules in American society. And this test is not just for you, it's for your family. When you do better, everyone around you does better. If you have kids, your kids are going to be better off because you went to school, you're educated, you're making good money, and everybody is going to be better off because you put in the work. Anyways, I hope this helps you to stay motivated to pass this test. I know you can do it. So many people in the comment sections of my videos have done it, and they motivated me to pass the test. So get started studying, get a study buddy. It doesn't have to suck. You can have fun, pass this test, and move on with your life. But if you enjoyed this video, put a thumbs up, or you can always subscribe. But you know, the more time you waste, that's time that can be used towards passing this test. So use your time wisely.